Hey gang, it's Revolt. I'm getting in a marathon and I'm having an absolute blast with this game. I think the world is cool, sound design is awesome, and the gameplay just feels right. I've seen a bit of commentary from players online that seem to be struggling with things like the ammo and med economy, finding players to fight, and even just accomplishing quest objectives. Thought it might be helpful to show you an example of a raid where I did pretty well, and point out the key decisions I was making along the way that helped me maintain control over the environment and not burn through resources needlessly. As I spawn in, I immediately go to my map and identify where I need to go. I know my mission's taking me to maintenance, so I ping that just to give myself a reference point, and I'm going to work my way towards it. So as I approach, I see this player walking up from my field of view from the right to the left. And I position to immediately start shooting at him as I get there. My crosshair placement's all wrong. Right now, I'm looking to see if there's any UESC that I can use to make the fight messy and put it in my advantage. I determined there wasn't, and I heard him stepping up. So again, terrible crosshair placement, but I step up to engage. You know I had to hit him with a 3-piece and glide out of there. Hoovering up everything I can, getting off that basic Mida sponsored kit. And decided I wanted the purple gun. From there, I'm moving to safety. I want to be somewhere quiet. I want to be away from any UESC that can make things more complicated. I want to heal up. Now I know I need to get back in there and start looting. So I'm going to take a look and see what I'm looking at. I heard the UESC before. I see them there. They're not aggro to me. So why fight, right? I decide that it's worth taking a look in these little exterior buildings to see if there's the loot I need in there. Turns out there wasn't, but when I don't know what I'm looking for, it's not a bad call, I think. I know walking through there is dangerous, so I just want to stay outside and make sure I keep a low profile. Or maybe not. I'm sending it all the way to the opposite side of the building because if people show up looking to see what's going on, I want them to run the UESC and not me. I want them to get tied up with that fight instead of dealing with me. I think a lot of players aren't as comfortable yet finding alternate paths into the building. I was just looking around. I saw this door, obviously an intended path, but I think one that people probably aren't taking as much. And I sneak in there. As I'm walking around, I notice I've got bulletproof glass behind me. I realize that I should crouch when I'm looting to the extent that I can to reduce my profile. I don't want the UESC seeing me. If by any chance another player was there, I don't want them seeing me either. At this point, I'm just doing standard inventory management. I'm closing doors behind me to make things look somewhat undisturbed from certain angles. If I can avoid tipping people off that I've been there, that's an advantage. Right now, above everything else, I'm looking to get my quest done. I'm looking for 2 enhanced or rarer rods. I don't know where they spawn yet. I know they spawn here where I am in salvage, so I'm looking around and seeing what I find. So you can see a player coming out of the stairs at the top there. I was focused on the UESC down below and didn't expect another player. That was a huge misplay on my part, but I look to disrupt things I change my position as fast as I can with my thruster, so she's hopefully looking at the wrong angle. And continuing to light her and put the pressure on her. I don't want her feeling comfortable. I don't want her feeling she can push on me. I want to be in control of this situation. I pop my super and start pushing on her with the shield. I'm hoping to get some rockets off. We'll see, it was ultimately inconsequential. I was also really hoping I had a grenade on my G slot there, which is why I dropped the ammo crate there. I'm looking to reposition on her. I was hoping there was going to be another doorway out the top or a vent or something. Maybe there is, but I didn't see it in the quick scan. So it forced me to choose another angle. I completely lose her here. I lose my ult, and she catches me again with an angle I should have been ready for. But because I hit her so much, because I put her in pressure, she was really trapped in a corner and had nowhere to go. So when she went to reload, I had my second gun, and that gave me the advantage I needed to get it done. From there, just like before, we're looting, we're resetting, and we're going to find a way to keep our noise profile down if we can. I'm going back to looting here, and you'll see the big thing I'm doing is just keeping quiet. I really don't want the UESC to notice me, because I stand to gain so little by fighting them, and I risk giving away my position and getting third-partied myself. I'm looking everywhere for anything that could be a rod. I decided it's time to change the levels. And again, I'm looking to go off of the traditional path. You see me judging if I can make that jump, hoping I don't need to use my thruster. I did not. And we're back to it. I'm hoping not to loot the first floor if I can. My mouse gave out here, so this is accelerated. Alright, so I can hear that there's UESC moving around here. I want to figure out where they are so I can move around them. I mistakenly thought that hovering drone was the one I heard. You'll see in a moment that I was wrong.
15 minutes until signal loss.
So I had eyes on the drone. I thought everything was in control. I'm starting to realize that I don't fully understand what's going on. I see that trip mine on the ground that scared me before. I decided to make some noise to break it because I'm going to make noise one way or the other. I might as well have control over it. And then this big boy comes around. I was completely unready for him, and there was a hole in the ground. So now we're looting the basement. Closing the door ensures that if the UAC comes through and opens the door, I'll be able to hear it. Turns out you can't make this jump. I'm absolutely astounded you can't make this jump, actually. I know I've got stairs behind me. I decided that I'm going to do something else. Lockdown hits. I don't know what that means. I pull up my map. I still don't know what that means. We'll figure it out. Back to looting. We need to complete this quest. In retrospect, kitchen's probably not the best place to find a metal rod. My mouse also starts acting up like crazy here. There we go. My second rod. Sort of just poking around and exploring. I feel reasonably safe down here. I don't think I'm hearing any players, and just taking my time looking around, learning the layout. Accidentally firing the whole nine. I'm aware of the UESC up there, so I'm just trying to loot without them noticing me. And hey, extra rods. I'll take those on the way out. Here I'm noticing that my mouse isn't registering the menus. I'll spend a little time trying to fix that. Decided to just go and do it without my mouse. Now I'm looking for a way out. I know it's time to exfil. I was looking for this vent that I saw before. I found it. And then I will take a moment here to actually fix my mouse. I ping my exfil, again giving me a reference point when I'm out on my map. I start moving. As I leave, I hear that another player is involved with the UESC here. I have nothing to gain by engaging with them. My quest is done, it's time to go. I'm moving away from the gunfire. I'm trying to put as much hard cover between me and the gunfire as I can, so that way no UAC shoots at me, no players notice me, and I can just do my thing.
10 minutes remaining.
From here, we're doing a reasonably large traversal segment. One thing that you'll notice that I do is I'm generally going to try and keep vision obscured of me, so I see all this brush, that makes me feel really good. I'm also going to keep an idea of what my cover is. So initially, I start walking straight across, and then decide that I would rather be near that fence. I'm going to move towards the fence with the idea that I can jump over it if anything happens. And it's going to limit the amount of angles that I can be shot from. I see there's this cool ship in the sky doing a thing I don't understand yet. I've heard it lights you on fire. Who knows? Might rapture you if you're pure heart. As tick came, and this is a cool little tech I learned with a tick. Maybe I'm the slowest guy in the world to figure this out. But yeah, if you just punch him, you don't have to make any gun noises. So I think that's easily the right way to do with ticks going forward. I'm going over here on a detour as a result of my lack of map awareness. I really don't want to take the main path to the extract point. The game said no, in fact, you cannot do that. I panic and get back in with a second to spare. I'm not sure if you immediately die to leaving the map yet or not. Didn't want to find out that way. So now I'm stuck navigating this giant exclusion zone. And I think I'll just run through this building. I will not, turns out. Maybe I go through the ceiling? No, I will not do that either. So we're back at it. I'd rather not deal with those ticks if I can. But ultimately, I have to. Now I'm headed back towards the exfil. Generally, again, just looking to keep cover, looking to control my sight lines. And when I have to expose myself like this, we're going to move fast. At this point, I noticed that I hear something. Honestly, wasn't sure initially if it was just big robot moving around or players shooting. I'm acutely aware of the fact that the player here is almost certainly going to exfil, so he's going to be looking to my left. So I want to position to the right so I'm out of his sight line. I also know he's going to be the most ready to fight me when he's exfilling, so I'm never going to have a better opportunity than right now. I break the shield, and I lose my advantage here. I should have reloaded, but I swapped guns instead, and that's good enough. Welcome to Tarkov, bitch. We pop off a little bit. Step back to see if anything's approaching. Didn't hear anything initially, but as you can tell, that was not the correct read. Those USC feet are shuffling fast. I should be aware of it any second. Yeah. Ta-da. We'll go back to our looting. At this point, I've got 3 players dead. I know some players on the other side of the map. I assume that I've got control of this area because nobody else showed up to third party it yet. And it's time to go. I see this robot. I kill it. I kill only 2 robots in this whole thing. That's generally the way you can play this, is just don't fight the NPCs if you don't have to. This one is going to be floating right above me. I couldn't afford to leave it alive, and also I'd already given away the fact that I was in this area by shooting like crazy against the player earlier. At this point, I'm literally just killing time. There's nothing to do here. I don't need more loot. I just need the area to be ready. Hanging tight. Being ready to dodge if anyone shows up. This section appears. And I run into it holding the shield up. I think holding the shield up was correct. Sliding, put the shield down, took me out of the circle. That was a huge misplay, but, you know, live and learn. And we're out. Nothing died there that didn't absolutely need to die. My gunplay was pretty terrible. I think a lot of you can shoot players better than I can and can use the same strategies to be better than me by just following the general principles of keeping a low profile and moving decisively when you need to. Quest done, loot done, 3 player kills. Let's get it. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.